Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn about lesson number 1, Earth as the part of the solar system. In this chapter, we are going to learn about the universe, galaxy, celestial bodies, solar system, sun, planets, moon, our unique Earth. The universe. There are many assumptions and theories about the beginning of the universe, but the most accepted one so far is the Big Bang theory. According to the theory, the universe began with a massive explosion, a Big Bang, about 15 million years ago. Galaxy. Do you see a whitish broad band like a white glowing path across the sky on a clear night? It is a cluster of millions of stars. This band is the Milky Way galaxy. A galaxy usually contains a few million to over a trillion stars. There are hundreds of billions of galaxies in the universe. We also live in a galaxy. Our galaxy is known as the Milky Way galaxy, that is also called Akashaganga. In fact, the Sun, the Moon, and the 8 planets, including our Earth, all belong to this galaxy. The Milky Way is the big spiral galaxy and forms a band of light in the night sky. Celestial bodies. The natural bodies in the sky that includes the sun, the moon, the stars and many other objects are called celestial bodies or heavenly bodies. Stars. The heavenly bodies having their own light are called stars. Stars are giant balls of gases. They appear like little dot of light because they are far away from us. Constellations. While watching the night sky, you may notice various patterns formed by different groups of stars. These are called constellations. Constellations are group of bright stars in the sky. The most easily recognizable constellation is the Saptarishi, which is a group of 7 stars. It is a part of large Ursa Major constellation. Asteroids. Asteroids are small rocky bodies that were left over after the formation of the planet 4.5 billion years ago. They are often known as minor planets. Most of them can be found orbits the Sun in a belt between Mars and Jupiter. This region in our solar system is called the asteroid belt or main belt asteroids. Meteors and meteoroids. A meteor appears as a narrow streak of light across the sky. Meteoroids produce crater on the Earth's surface. The largest meteoroid even found on the Earth fell in Namibia, Africa. It weighed 100 tons. Comets. A comet is a small member of the solar system made up of rocky material held together by frozen gases. A comet travels around the sun in a oval-shaped path. The head of the comet is made up of rocks and dust while tail is made up of gases. Artificial satellites. Artificial satellites are man-made objects continuously orbiting the Earth or some other body in space. Most artificial satellites revolve the Earth with the same speed as the Earth does. These satellites are at a height of about 36,000 km above the Earth. We use them to study the universe, help forecast the weather, transfer telephone calls over the oceans, assist in navigation of ships and aircraft. Now let's start to study about solar system. The solar system consists of the sun and everything bound to it by gravity. This includes the 8 planets and their moons, the asteroids, the dwarf planet, the meteoroids and comets. The solar system is located in the Milky Way galaxy. Sun. The Sun is the head of our solar family, the solar system and the largest member. It is a star of medium size and average brightness. It appears bigger than the other stars as it is comparatively nearer. This huge ball of fire mainly consists of two gases. They are helium and hydrogen. The temperature at the core or inner part of the Sun is about 14 million degrees Celsius, while its surface temperature is about 6000 degrees Celsius. Now let's see about planets. A planet is a large, round, heavenly body that moves around a star and shines with the light reflected from the star. Planets of the solar system move around the Sun in a fixed elliptical orbit. The first 4 planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, are called inner planets because they are closer to the Sun. Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune are called outer planets. Outer planets have rings around them and they have many moons. Now let's study in detail about all planets. First, Mercury. Mercury is the nearest planet to the Sun. It is a small rocky world, the smallest in fact. Its daytime temperature is 470 degrees Celsius and the nighttime temperature is minus 183 degrees Celsius. It takes only 88 days to complete one round along its orbit. Venus. Venus is the second planet from the Sun in the solar system. It is nearly the same size as the Earth. So it is called the sister planet of the Earth or Earth twin. It appears to be brightest object in the morning or evening sky. So it is also called the morning star or evening star. Earth. Earth is the third planet from the Sun. For a space traveler, the distinguishing features of the Earth are its blue water, brown and green land masses and white clouds. It is also referred to as the blue planet. Earth is not a perfect sphere. It is slightly flattened at the poles. This shape is known as geoid, which means Earth-like. The next planet is Mars. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun. It is known as the red planet as its whole surface is covered with red colored dust and rocks. It has a very thin and dry atmosphere. Next planet is Jupiter. Jupiter lies fifth from the Sun and it is the largest in the solar system. It is made up of clouds of gases. Despite its huge size, Jupiter is the fastest spinning planet. Saturn. Saturn, the sixth planet from the Sun. is the second largest in the solar system. Saturn is mainly made up of light gases. They are hydrogen and helium. This makes the planet light in weight. Saturn has rings. This is its most amazing feature. The next planet is Uranus. Uranus is the seventh planet from the Sun. It is mainly made up of ice, a frozen mixture of water, methane, and ammonia. Uranus also has at least a dozen of dark and dusty rings. Neptune. This is the eighth and the farthest planet from the Sun. It is 57 times bigger than the Earth but spins quite rapidly, once in 16 hours and 70 minutes. It has an atmosphere of hydrogen, helium, and methane. Its interior is made up of ice. The planet has some very strong winds and violent storms. Neptune has at least 5 dark, narrow rings. Okay, small planets in the solar system are known as dwarf planets. Okay, now let's see the next topic, moons or satellites. Moons or satellites are celestial bodies that revolve around a planet. There are at least 100 moons within our solar system and resemble many more orbiting the planets of other stars. The Earth's moon. Now let's see about our moon. The moon is the brightest object in the night sky but gives off no light of its own. It shines because it reflects light from the sun. The moon is the only natural satellite of the Earth and is 378,000 km away from it. The moon's surface is rocky and covered with dust. Now let's see about phases of the moon. The moon orbits the Earth in 27 days and 8 hours. It also spins on its axis in about the same time. If you observe the moon every night for a month, you will see that its size changes every night. The night we see a circular moon is called the full moon or Purnima night. Then onwards, the size of the moon decreases every day and after 15 days it disappears. The night we cannot see the moon at all, it is called the new moon, otherwise Amavasya night. After the new moon, the size of the moon increases every day and once again it becomes a full moon after 15 days. When the moon is growing, we say it is waxing, and when it is shrinking, it is said to be waning. The various sizes of the moon visible during the month are called phases of the moon. Our next point is our unique Earth. Earth is the only planet in the solar system known to have life on it. This makes it very unique. A few other planets and moons have ice, atmospheres, seasons and even weather, but only on the Earth does the right mix come together that supports life. Here are some features of the Earth that help sustain life. Let's see. First one is placement in the solar system. That means Earth is just at the right distance from the Sun. Hence, it is neither too hot nor too cold. Next point is right level of oxygen and carbon dioxide. Air contains about 78% nitrogen, 21% is oxygen and 0.03% carbon dioxide. Just the right mix to support life on the earth. Most living beings require oxygen for respiration which is vital for life. Carbon dioxide is required by plant for photosynthesis. So, this keeps the earth's surface warm at night. It is absence, the earth would be frozen at night. Next point is availability of water. Earth is an ocean planet as 3/4 of its surface is covered by water. Water is vital for all forms of life. Plants need water to survive. In the absence of water, they wilt and die and leave the land barren. Thanks that would we eat then. So, the next point is suitable atmosphere. The layer of gases surrounding the earth about 80 to 100 km thick. It helps maintain consistent temperature and pressure on the earth. The last point is the earth is tilted. The earth axis is tilted at an angle of 23 degree. If the earth's axis were not tilted, the sun would remain positioned exactly halfway between the north and the south poles, and there would be no seasonal changes on the earth. There would be no water cycle without which life forms would not exist. So student, all are these very important features that help us to sustain life on the earth. Okay students, thank you.